fears even were sculpted from what we watched as kids. What we were told is scary.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any abnormal fears? Anything that's just like you shouldn't be afraid of as an adult, but you still kind of are?
If I go into the basement and all the lights are turned off, I start, like, my first thought is, oh my God, what if there's like a monster or a ghost or a spirit, or what if there's somebody down there, like the terror, like,
Chicago, something actually could be down there.
what if I encounter something, like, how will I respond? Will it be complete and utter terror? Because I'm sure it would have to be.
Depends on what you consider a monster. I mean, a spirit or a ghost or something like that, you're probably dealing with that all day, every day down there anyway. You just don't realize it. But depends on how you feel monster.
I mean, I would imagine like some type of apparition, some type of like, spirit or something like that is trapped in the property. But it's all just, hocus pocus. It's all just like I'm trying to, in a way, it's probably my cognitive security saying, anticipate something potentially. What will you do? Will you fight or will you flight? And me, I would flight. That's what I would do. I would maybe strike, but then flight. I wouldn't stick around for a prolonged battle, if you know what I mean.
I've learned the hard way that as tough as I am, my reaction is usually to scream really loud first, then swing. Like, I don't know why. My son will come scare me, like, hey, like right behind me, and he's like a freaking ninja, man. And I scream every time, and I don't know when I started being a little pussy, but that's what I do now. If you jump scare me, I will scream.
I did that to my mom when I was a kid, and she slugged me in the stomach, and I was like, oh, I'm never doing it.
You had it coming. So I just dropped my album is dropping tomorrow, by the way. I'm decided to be very, very petty. For the last 6 months, every time my husband started a stupid fight, like a really dumb fight I didn't have time for, I let him think he was winning and took notes and a song, and then I went and I mastered it and whatnot, and so I have an album that is all just based on stupid ass fights we had and the retorts I wanted to give at that time. So it's coming out for April Fool's Day, and it's my very long game, petty clapback for him, and it's fucking hilarious. I can't wait for you to hear it.
Nice. Have you used DistroKid?
That is who I use, yeah.
Yeah, I've been uploading there. It takes so long to fucking upload one song. It's like I can only do like one a day, then I give up.
Really?
But I've got a couple on there now, and it's pretty cool because in Instagram, when I post a picture and I want to look up the John Kitover band, like now my pictures have John Kitover music attached to it, which is pretty dope.
Have you selected the media pack, the social networking media pack with it?
No, I don't.
So you're getting paid every time?
Oh, I see what you're saying. No, I don't do that because you have to pay for that, right?
Well, yeah, but it's only $4.99. You only pay for it once, and then you get paid indefinitely from it. So I don't do like a legacy pack or any of the remastering and all that. But for any song that worth me going to the studio and laying it down, I buy the media pack because that way anyone on TikTok that uses my video, I get paid. Not my video, too. Anyone that uses my music as on their video, I get paid. And I like to get paid. What's the point of paying DistroKid if you're not, getting your return on it?
Interesting. I'll try that. It's a good idea, like, to just try to, like, put out more content with John Kitover music, just to try to make money through music, which I think is very challenging. I mean, I know.
Well, here's what you need to do. So you got an extra $40. Or actually, not even that, probably like $29. Go to Backstage. Now this is the secret sauce I'm giving here. Go to Backstage, and you're gonna sign up as a casting director, not as an actor. Sign up as a casting director, and then you're gonna put out an ad that says, "I am looking for people to make videos using this song." And just whoever wins, put aside $100. $100 for whoever has the most likes, shares, and views on their video using this wins this prize. And then now you've got millions and millions of hopeful actors out there who are using your content. Whether or not they use it and it's the most wonderful thing in the world, or whether they use it and nobody looks at it at all, you're only out $100 or $120, and you've got now you're making rocking the money, because not only does every time they use it you get paid, but also when people share it from their thing, when other people use it because of that, plus all of the exposure you're getting there. Boom, and it costs you almost nothing, and that's something that people like. I don't know. Nobody's tapped into the free services of something like that, and all you got to do is just pay the top person who gets the most views, and there you go.
I didn't know this, but because you mentioned Backpage, I looked it up, and the FBI has a
Backstage. Big difference. Backstage.
Well, I looked up Backpage, and there's a Backpage victim compensation fund, and you can apply to it, and you have to document all your losses, but the FBI will compensate you. Well, I was sex trapped. I don't know if you know about that, but that's actually how I became retarded.
Did not know anything about that.
Yeah.
I do a lot of volunteer work in Houston. That's why I'm living in Houston, actually. And I work with the Red Thread movement and a few other places over here, Reform House, places that help get girls out of those situations and help them to either get home or to stay legally in the country.
Maybe we should create like a room about Jay Breska and the FBI compensation fund. I think that would be a great room.
Who is Jay Breska? I don't know who that is.
Oh, he's a former human sex trafficker, rapist, federal criminal on this app who used to hold big rooms in Debate the News.
Oh, wait, Jay? You said that was what?
Jay Breska. And he was also a top campaign contributor to my campaign for Congress.
That's not Ketchicon, huh?
It's Ketchicon, yeah.
Okay.
My name is Jay Breska. I'm the founder of Ketchicon. Let's catch a con. I'm a con. It takes a con to catch a con.
Yeah, but I think he's come full circle from where he was. Not full circle, because that would mean he started back up where he was. But no, I don't know. I know the guy, and I like him, and I think that he's gone through a lot. He did what he did when he did it, and he's learned from what happened. And I mean, I personally believe that if you, because I was a criminal, I was a drug addict, I was a drug dealer, and I have got 17 years clean and sober now, and I wouldn't recognize myself. If I walked into a room and met myself from 1999, I would not know who the hell that person was. It's unrecognizable how far I've come from that point. So I think everyone deserves the opportunity to change, but if they don't, then fucking burn them at stake.
Well, there is a March 31st deadline on all victims of sex trafficking as a result of the website Backpage. So this is the Jay Breska Backpage Compensation Fund FBI Police Room. Click the link above if you were sex trafficked by Jay Breska and you want compensation now. Click. Oh my God, thank you for posting this. I had no idea I could be compensated for being a prostitute and being a victim of a pimp.
Especially if you took an Uber.
When do you think the government will issue? Well, see, the government already has a vaccine victim compensation fund.
Shut up.
Yeah, I don't know if you know that, but it's actually a federal.
No, I did not.
It's a federal program because COVID-19 is not the first vaccine that has caused massive problems. And so there are many tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people that have been compensated from vax injury. Not just the COVID-19 vax, but other vaxes which have caused significant injuries. And I looked this up like a year or 2 years ago. It's already out there that the government has that program. So.
Okay, so I did not get vaccinated. I did die though. I spent 2 weeks in the hospital and died. And it happened live on Clubhouse. No, they were actually I live streamed so much of my stuff when I was in the hospital here on Clubhouse. But to this day, I have not gotten my medical records. That day, I've not also gotten a bill. I was there for 2 weeks. I still haven't received a bill, and they will not tell me what they gave me while I was in there. A lot of weird ass shit happened when I got home from the hospital. I was on a compressor for 6 weeks after that. I mean, it was a nightmare. It was an honest to God nightmare. And they will not tell me what they gave me when I was in the hospital. And I've tried to get those records continuously since then. But they haven't billed me, so I don't know.
Mm.
But one thing I want to deep dive on, and I would love your thoughts and opinions on it, is the troubled teen industry and the pop-up hospitals. Would you ever, if you don't get help in Cyprus, or if you don't get help with Charter, please get help somewhere. Those commercials.
What up, Augustus? Augustus is in a different room. Welcome, Augustus.
Hey, what's up, man?
Nothing. I'm just chilling here. I was reading a book. What are you doing?
I was just working on a painting, and now I'm just chilling with my son.
Augustus Jr., the future Emperor of Rome.
That's right.
What's the painting about?
It's just like a Pokemon fan art kind of thing. I'm trading for my brother for some cards.
Oh, cool. Dude, you should do like 3 Pokemon paintings, put them up on eBay. But do the painting of like your top cards and include it with the card in the sale as like a token or a one-off by, Palante Art Incorporated.
Yeah, I'm doing something like that. Like, I've got 6 canvases I'm going to paint, and I'm going to take them with me to a card show and see if anybody just wants to trade in person or buy in person or whatever at the card show.
Mm.
I had no idea Augustus was into that. That's cool.
Yeah, who could hear me?
Hillary.
That's Hillary. Yeah, I've got like shoeboxes full of Pokemon cards from like the early 2000s. Even the foil ones from straight from Japan. So I've got a shit ton of them. I have no idea what they're worth. If they're worth anything, a bunch of them are even unopened packs. I don't know anybody else that like.
She's in a philosophy house. If you want to chat with her in there, you can DM her and she can. Or if you want to text me, Hillary, I can text Augustus, and you two can coordinate.
Hey, he has my number. I think he's got my impression.
Oh, well, then just text him.
I don't think she's got my number, but I'm not trying to text. I just was wondering, like, how she could hear me.
Yeah, because I got like 5 clubhouse rooms open right now on my desk.
Oh, okay.
He's lying. I'm sitting on the couch in his house right now.
Meow. You're a married woman. You're a married woman, Hillary. I wouldn't dare commit adultery.
Friends. Doesn't have to be a sexual thing. Just hanging out at a friend's house.
Who do you think I am? Roger Stone, the world's greatest swinger of all time after Steve Bannon?
I miss Roger.
Is that a baby? Oh, you gotta hear. You want to hear my Babyface song from Suno? It is amazing.
Yes, I do.
I'll create a new one. But if you just use the term babyface as a simple description, Romero. Okay, give me some other keyword prompts associated to a baby. Babyface, baby formula.
Crying.
Beautiful crying.
Dependent.
Loving. We're trying to make the song super hypnotic with no negatives.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Innocence, purity, wonder, hope.
Okay.
Potential.
Let's do soul, beat, and disco.
No. Look, I'm gonna change your world. Put in rock opera.
It's too late. This groove is on its way. Babyface. Here it comes, baby. You said rock opera, though?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that is really good, isn't it? Okay, this is our song, Babyface Boogie.
Tiny toes, tiny side, milk on your chin, dream in your eyes. Midnight yawns in a cotton white room. I'm wide awake, just watching you bloom, baby face, baby face. You're my little disco in a quiet place. Every tear, every laugh, every little trace of hope and wonder on your baby face, baby face. Lost in the circles at a gentle pace. I see tomorrow in your baby face, my sweet, my love, my grace. Cribside dancing, book-sized tea. I'm off the rhythm, but you smile at me. Hey, you start to fuss, then you start to beam. One tiny giggle turns the whole world clean. Baby face, baby face. You're my little disco in a quiet place. Every tear, every laugh, every little trace of hope and wonder on your baby face, baby face. Lost in circles at a gentle pace. I see tomorrow in your baby face, my sweet, my grace. You cry, I swear, we spend the night away. So sleepless, blues the morning gold. You teach my tired heart to glow. Baby face, baby face, you're my little disco in a quiet place. Every tear, every laugh, every little trace of hope and wonder on your baby face, baby face. Lost in circles at a gentle pace. I see tomorrow in your baby face, my sweet, my grace. Tiny toes, tiny side, milk on your chin, dream in your eyes. Midnight yawns in a cotton white room. I'm wide awake, just watching you bloom, baby, baby.
Okay, welcome back to our meditation this morning. We are meditating on peace, praying for love, praying for justice, praying for the light, praying for charity. Because charity is the secret name of the God. Not many people know that. It's very hard to figure that one out, but
Also, my favorite day shift stripper.
I love it. Charity. Do you think I could be a successful trans stripper?
No, but MILFs would love you.
Wow.
You could totally do one of the guy, dad bod type things. You do yoga, you work out and shit, you look good. Go swing that shit, man. I think everyone should get on that stage at least once.
Is there a female? Is there a strip club just for females? Just for women?
Oh yeah.
Well, like Chippendales?
There's Lavers here. I don't know what they're. No, I mean I'm sure in Boys Town there's plenty in Chicago. I don't know if it's just for women, but I know there's some in Chicago.
Let me Google it. I've never Googled this. Let's find out what it is. Okay. Strip club for women, Chicago. Rick's Cabaret.
Rick's, no, I'm stalking Rick's. Rick's is that's the top tier. Girls are dancing there. That's the very first strip club I ever walked stock in. Dennis in the audience says that in his younger days he stripped.
Scores. Bad Boys Live Mail Review. What the fuck? On Ontario, opens 7 p.m. Saturday.
Okay, now Ontario, you're gonna make some money if you can cross that little border right there. Even if you go up to where is it? Shit, I can't think of it. Starts with a T. Big Toronto. Sorry, Toronto has some clubs. Those girls there make $3,000 a night easy and don't barely have to do anything. Toronto is like a mecca for strippers.
Dude, this is so funny. People are leaving reviews and they said it sucked.
Well, yeah, but that costs extra.
Oh my god, there's another strip club called Polecats. Never even heard of that one.
That's a girls' club. That's an international chain.
Damn, Ultimate Ladies Night male strip show. So there's like all these like little secret male strip shows.
Yeah.
Lucky Horseshoe Lounge. Jesus. That's the one I thought it was. Dancers are
so now I gotta ask you, if you got a chance to, have you heard my political rally song?
No, you want to play it?
Sure. I better go over it because I had it on YouTube and I've been promoting it. Let's see what you think. Wait, let me put it on music here.
So basically, if you're a woman and you want to see a male strip club, you got to go to a gay bar. That's what it is. I didn't realize that because, you know.
It's just a lot of fun to go and I'll go in for once in a way that doesn't make them go, hey, baby, going home with you. And those guys get downright dirty. They'll get off the stage, grind their sweaty, nasty ass all over you. Stop, don't touch me, please, you're sticky. Ew. But, yeah, from a distance, it's fun. Here is what I was going to look at. So I just asked Google my TV a picture of the problem. And, all right, here we go. We have a voice, maybe you haven't heard. So I'ma say it louder. I'ma put it in a song. Do we got questions? We wanna know what you're building. We wanna know what's going on. We wanna know what happened during COVID. How come the non-vaccinated, the only ones feeling strong? Why did you tell the White House there ain't no ballroom? What you think we're dumb? All those tech giants that paint the way you think they care about a ballroom. How about a war room? How about a fallout? It's not for the average American. Oh man, where do I begin? Oh, it's your beef with the world. Why you buying dreaming when we can't afford to keep our home? Where's the money at? Where did they go? As an American, I have the right to know. I'm in the college, I got a job. I pay my dues, I was paid to rent. Thoughts, opinions?
Yeah, it was good, very good.
Well, thank you. So I am 2 minutes late to the Zoom meeting now. I kind of ran, but I'll get my producer to contact you, to text you later on with the details for the show.
Okay, sounds good.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Love and our faith in God. The liberty we treasure, the community we share, the laws we respect, and the peace we pray to keep.
That was a Sora video.
Demonstrators are anti-Islam, even though they hate the IRGC themselves because they're Shia, and these guys are Sunni. But they will always favor Islam, and only then they will care about Shia or Sunni, and then be non-Muslim. Demonstrators.
This guy from India yesterday was talking about how when the Pakistani soldiers capture an Indian, they cut his balls off and shove them in his mouth. But in India, they give them like a proper burial, put them in, a nice coffin, give the body back. But the Muslim warriors have a way.
The pieces on this side of the table represent forces under my command. And these are your men, for example, Olaf. Oh, no, I see. Your job during the battle is to take from here up to there. Okay, sir. Take this permission is so long. From here up to there. So love from here. My fingers can obey every ounce of the blood. House! Kill out! Not you, love, and not your grumpy right-hand man. The pieces on this side of the table.
There's like this Viking comedy show.
The pieces on this side of the table.
It's very funny. Because if you think everything is hypnosis and every single clip you watch on YouTube, etc., like your content choice. See, people think hypnosis is like a control, but that's not what hypnosis is. Hypnosis is just content. It's not necessarily a control. It's just it's your preference, basically. And there's just so much funny stuff that people create to hypnotize you to watch it because it's high quality content. And the YouTube algorithm is so smart at delivering a visual to you that knows you'll want to click on it at a much higher level versus targeted content based on former watch history. This is a Zen wooden bell or a mallet, basically. But you can use it for timing. So if you want to take the deepest breath of the day and hold it for 10 seconds, You can do that. Now, some people will say, how do you have so much money and time to sit there and hit a Japanese wooden Zen bell and not be out in the world earning a living sitting in a cubicle in a workstation in a skyscraper? How do you have that time? Well, it's funny that you should ask. Because as I am running for the mayor of Chicago, Rabboni Shalom, Hashem and Shemayim is letting the good times flow, the joy. People say, how do you afford all this? They say, oh, I have plenty of joy in my bank account. I have a reservoir of joy, and it's always manifesting through my persona and my YouTube revenue stream. I've built a library, a perpetual catalog of John Kitover videos. And because everyone is always wondering what John Kitover is doing, of course, people always watch my YouTube account. And the more videos you have out there, the more times people will say, you know what? I'm thinking about John Kitover for some reason. I should go check out his YouTube channel, see what he's doing. What's John Kitover doing? Listen, everything is comparative. If you're listening to this video and watching it and enjoying it, well, congratulations. I have successfully gotten you to watch me. But does that mean I psyoped you? No. Does that mean I hypnotized you? No. You simply came here of your own free will for whatever reason there could possibly be for you to watch this video right now. It's your choice. You know, I want to say hello, but really, truthfully, these clips that I'm making here for YouTube are just for joy, just for fun. It's not for an income per se. I'd now like to play a little flute song dedicated to my friend Zen, to Alan Watts and R.H. Blythe. Some people would say, John, how could you have so much time to sit there and play a flute in the middle of a work hour on a Monday in a sunny Chicago at 70 degrees? How could you have the time? And you know what I like to say? That people would say, you should be out in the streets playing your flute at the train stop, politicking for the mayor of Chicago, making money, raising donations, and getting voters to sign your petition. But I would just say that before I actually take this show on the road and we start campaigning in the streets to raise donations and get signatures on our petitions for the February 23rd, 2027 Chicago mayoral race, I think it's important that we put these videos out there on the internet so people all around the world can see the birth of a movement. The funniest thing is, I don't know if you saw this then, but Cesar Chavez, the founder of the Grape Pickers Union, it turns out that pedophile was molesting young girls on his Mountain Union spiritual retreats. And they say that he would demand people see his aura. And he was demanding that everyone do this crazy mind control thing where they all abuse one person. You should see it. Chris, did you see this article? I got to text it to you. Let me just pin it. Are you even in the room anymore? Let me confirm. Hello? Okay, I think you're still here. Let me see if I get you the link. It's on Drudge Report. We probably did not want this article to be seen. But also the IRS is now using Palantir to make smarter auditing decisions, which is interesting. I'll post that link as well. But you got to check out the Cesar Chavez article, which condemns him and makes him into like a mental health psychopath because he was raping young girls, people in his union members. Chavez union scandal. Civil rights leader accused of sexual abuse. Yep. Sexual abuse of minors. But the article, which is so crazy because it's all about the mind, Cesar Chavez mind control. Dude, you got to read this article that came out. We need to do like a podcast just about Cesar Chavez because like even when I was a kid, they indoctrinated me into the Cesar Chavez cult. He fought the white racists. And meanwhile, he was the extremist, mind control, sex abuser. And you got to read about it, like what he was doing with people. There's photographs of his office. He had a huge library, which kind of scarily looks like my library. I think anybody with a big library and a big house. But now that we have the internet and we have this open communication channel, we can roast everybody and everything of all time because nearly every single prophet or every single guru leader is worthy of being severely roasted. I don't know if you know who Osho is, but the Osho, oh boy, we can roast this motherfucker. I don't know if you've seen the documentary about Osho, but I recently saw a video of him with like a diamond out watch. Dude, there's just a lot of roasting that needs to happen with the gurus. But it's no different than P. Diddy or Jay-Z or Beyonce. These are people that have avoided criticism, but we know Jay-Z is in the Diddy files. So I say if they've released, they need to release the Diddy files. That's what I say. We can clip it. Vote John Kitover for next Chicago mayor. Go to ChicagoMayorVote.com right now. Or ChicagoMayoral.com. Or ChicagoMayorElection.com. Or JohnKitoverChicago.com. Those are all the domain names we have for the campaign at the moment. We are sharing videos on there. And so we've created a whole new batch of AI videos to communicate with the voters here in Chicago about the ever-rising property taxes, the water tax, the garbage tax, the sewer tax, the city vehicle sticker tax, the bag tax, the gas tax, the tax. There's a lot more taxes. This is ChicagoMayorVote.com right now. All right, Rabboni Shalom. I want to thank everybody for coming here to my morning podcast. It is so beautiful outside. We're so excited to go outside and go exercise, to go for a run. Alan Watts makes fun of runners. He says all that clinking and clanking and jarring. He's like, if you run, you should run for the joy of running. And so yesterday when I was running, I was really trying to, I wasn't focused on how far I could run or how fast I could run, but how much joy I could experience as I was galloping and leaping like a horse. Am I a centaur or am I a man? Am I a butterfly dreaming of being a man? Or am I a man dreaming of being a butterfly and becoming a chrysalis? And in a chrysalis becoming trans and forming into a new man or a new woman. Whoa, man! So Rabboni Shalom, trying to like get into the mind of a trans man or a trans woman. And when I think about being gender fluid, it's like thinking about water and the great Tao. You know, people criticize the Tao Te Ching. They say it's responsible for 60 million people being killed in China. But I like to say that every great book is just waiting to be reevaluated and juxtaposed to the time in which the reader reads it. Because when you read Tao Te Ching, it is truly presented and framed by the author as a source book of magic, or what he calls miracles. So basically that book, if you read it, which is really interesting, because I often think, like, if I were to teach a course on ethics, morals, and virtues, how would I lead the students in the coursework? And so what's interesting is, if you have no character, if you have no persona, if you have no virtue, morals, ethics, if you're a terrible person, well, I can't think of any other greater way on how to transform yourself into the opposite of who you are than reading that great book, because, or Marcus Aurelius or any other great book, because really, if you just read the book out loud and put it on YouTube, you have demonstrated, basically you have now conditioned or projected the opposite of what's out there in a way. But because you read it, there's a good chance that you'll actually comprehend it. So the reason why I'm bringing this up is because you have now, over 2 days, watched me read Tao Te Ching with two women here on this app, word for word. And I gotta say, I think for the people that I do the reading with, because they don't actually really read, and they've probably never read this book, nor will they ever read this book, that exercise alone focuses their mind on a very chaotic app. And this app is basically like a blender for the brain. But if you do one word at a time from a book with somebody, you can confirm that that person is in a way experiencing the same book as you. And what's interesting is I read it with an inflection. They read it back to me with their inflection, but sometimes they're almost like questioning me and projecting double entendres onto me with the way they say it. So it is a very interesting experience. Rex, welcome to Philosophy House. This is mayoral candidate John Kitover. How are you, Rex? Rabboni Shalom. So just in closing, I really like reading the Tao Te Ching with people like that. I've found that to be a very fun thing, because in a way, I'm like mind syncing with them, meaning that now I know this person because we have read a book together. Now, I often get that person, Hillary, confused with somebody else, Sullivana Bokenkamp or something on my YouTube channel, who leaves me huge messages on my YouTube live streams. And they are the craziest shit I've ever read. Like, Tony's going to the grocery store and they didn't have any OJ, so instead he got cookies. Then my son Tommy got upset and got a wart on his foot. Then he ate a frog and slipped and went down a water slide. I'm like, what is all this fucking schizo fucking bullshit you're writing in my YouTube channel? You think I'm gonna, but sometimes I read it because I'm like, who the fuck would, this isn't a bot. So this is a real human being sending me all kinds of weird messages. Weird. And I kind of, told that person, they wrote on the YouTube like, Lord save me, rebuke John Kitover. May I never come back to his fucking YouTube channel again, because, you know, why do I keep coming back and watching John Kitover? That to me was like really funny. So I said, you know, just stop watching my YouTube channel, because that's the whole thing about Zen is when you get the message, you can hang up the phone. You don't need to re-engage, you know, to pick up the phone again. But to me, I think I'm creating product. I think I'm creating content and art. So if I can just justify what I do by calling it art, and we can call you the critic on the other end of the phone. But if you compliment my art, well, you know, even if you lie to me, just lie to me. Why not? You know, like I lie to people all the time about their art. You just heard Hillary's amazing song about something. I mean, I listened to it, but I said it was great just because what's the point of telling somebody it sucked? And it didn't really suck. But let's be honest, if we got Hillary on Suno, I bet you she could make some amazing AI music, because it's her music. She created it, but, you know, she did it with the assist of AI. And you know what? The AI music is 100% going to be better than her music. And so we have to get her to trans, which just means try. Try. That's what I say. People are often confused about this Trinity. And I just say, try it. It's basically Sam I Am. And we read Sam I Am. To me, that is really funny, is when you scream, who ate green eggs and ham at somebody on this app, because they don't want to give you the time to read a book. And so you just start screaming green eggs and ham at them. That to me is like, they don't get the joke in that. That to me is, I think, probably one of the funniest things you could do on this app. And it probably works in other settings, obviously. Like imagine bringing green eggs and ham with you to like some speech that the president was giving. And you just started screaming green eggs and ham. Try it. Give peace a try. Give peace a try. It would cause a new mind virus throughout the national consciousness. You see what I'm saying? That's why they have to be very careful about what gets out in terms of like a troll. See, a troll.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're like 100 more handle this. I don't know.
See what I'm saying, Chris? That would be like a good mind virus viral video, like a we need to launch a national viral troll video that gets out. Somebody got roasted. Somebody got trolled.
The universities, they are religion universities where these mullahs are living and trained there. And this is how you win. When they're
hold on. So let me ask you a question, boss. So you're saying attack the religion, and that's how you'll win?
Yeah, because
I just want to be clear.
These guys are just like.
So we're back at the same stage where this is a religious problem.
They are like the priests in the Middle Ages. Do you understand? In Europe.
Listen, I'm not arguing with you. I just want to make sure that everybody in the audience also
That's what I'm
listens.
trying to tell you. They've got the money, they've got control of the power. So in order to win, you have to take these priests or these mullahs. I mean, mullah is the Arabic word for these priests, these Muslims there. You have to take them out because they have separated Iran into many parts and many small cities, like counts and lords in the medieval time, and they are reigning and controlling these parts. If they are gone, the people are going to be free to come out and fight them. And you must use drones a lot because these posts that they are checking the people on the streets, they are a bunch of 5 to 10 people there, and they have got hundreds and thousands of them all over the country. And these are exactly the people or the terrorists that come out and kill the people. The main problem in Iran is not the missiles or the airplanes or the fighter jets or the oil refineries. The problem are these terrorists with their guns. They are the obstacle between Iran being free and not free. And that's where you should concentrate. and focus, which you're not. Trump is just focused.
You gotta focus where you're killing my enemies. Could you please focus a little bit?
They finesse us. They will us in. Oh, hey, VR, I love your type.
Just gonna give you some samples here. This is hallway. This is probably a great way to do a show. Is just clubhouse hallway samples.
Never seen no damn Nicaraguans, Venezuelans. Never seen the north-south border activity. Now you have to deal with situation.
So I can easily demonstrate when you go into
10 seconds
dogma,
each room.
The Catholic dogma,
Name that room.
What's the line? Ready or not, here I come. Ready or not, here I come.
Ready or not, here I come.
Bitch, get the fuck out the way, bitch. Starstream strikes again.
I wake up in the middle of the night, like, no.
Psychological warfare.
Yeah.
Name that room.
On your cut.
How the hell did all y'all get beams?
Name that room.
Yeah, okay.
There you go.
Explain. All right. Let me explain what is.
She couldn't understand that.
Okay, so let me explain. Why?
Name that room.
Bothers me, like not being a wife and not finding someone who is safe for the children, or
Name that room.
A peep or something from like on my what is that? The PDF thing, the archives or something.
Name that room.
They live off that. They have no other alternatives.
But that's that. You had answered. I bypassed that because that wasn't relevant to my question. My question to you was
relevant to your question. Yeah, but the hypothetical.
That's why I bypassed it.
No, if these Palestinian children were a different species, and if the Israelis wanted to eat them, you're saying?
Yeah, basically, if they look just like the regular Palestinian children you see on TikTok or on social media, but we find like they're not the same species as us, would it be okay to eat them? Genocide.
Probably not. No. Probably not. But that's because they are the Palestinian children.
No. Let's say hypothetically.
The titles didn't just change like overnight.
In this hypothetical world, for whatever reason, like they're not the same species. Like they were birthed. I mean, we can even change it up to just say Palestinians per simplicity. Like maybe that'll help you out. So let's just.
Okay, change the title of this room to Cesar Chavez, pedo, rapist, union prophet, psychopath, liberal. Hello? 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 Oh, they kicked me. Okay, so we're going to live stream in from an anonymous account. And I hope you enjoy this sample of Name That Room. This is the raw, unfiltered Clubhouse without any blocks, because I'm the most blocked person on Clownhouse. That makes me the god, king, and master of a digital realm or a parallel society known as Clownhouse. This is chillism.
it's alright. So it's stealing and then lying.
Stop consoling me now, dog. After you shouldn't let Norm fuck up the whole room.
Oh, be nice.
Jessica, let me handle this.
Ask one thing before yielding the rest of my time to the good Christian brother here, Concrete.
talking shit.
I'd like to go in the queue, actually.
No, just joking. You know, you can
You would want to send a chat from now on or
Thank
anything.
you, Brother Steele. I appreciate that. Eleanor?
Yeah, this is President Trump.
Oh, sorry.
You know where it is, right? The voice control when you go to.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of background noises. What did you say? I didn't hear you.
He's like, Ocean, translate what I'm asking, and it's simple. Just prove the facts. I don't see what you're talking about.
Okay, this is politically correct.
The idea that the dollar dominance is in any way connected with the U.S. hegemony is also an open question. There are so many assumptions.
There's like 100 people in there.
Period.
This is
It's
neoliberal.
equivalent of listening for 50 minutes of an AI geopolitics AI slop video.
Okay, we've gotten into the coolest room on Clown House now. The Cesar Chavez, pedo, rapist, union prophet, psychopath, liberal room. You could say this room. See, I don't know if Cesar Chavez was a bisexual or not. We're going to try to figure out a couple different things about Cesar Chavez today because the article that I read was so disturbing. And it was so disturbing in the sense that I've read of many, and I've seen many cults essentially do the same thing, where the cult leader becomes so holy that his sexual union, even with union members, is covered up, or it is even provided for the needs of the master of the union, which is Cesar Chavez, the great picker union organizer who was so famous, so well known, but now his reputation is crumbling down as victims come out and speak. Truly shocking. The mind control techniques, the brainwashing, the sexual abuse, the ruthless profiteering, the propaganda, the media, the videos, the television interviews, all the Cesar Chavez videos are being analyzed now, trying to find out, did Cesar Chavez have more aura than Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein? Is Cesar Chavez the biggest and greatest fraud of the 21st century? Just who and what is Cesar Chavez all about? Hello?
Throughout the 40s up until the 48, right? Which is when they had their Declaration of Independence, right? That's the separation. So, yeah, they've been killing and grabbing for quite a long time. And it kind of culminates in what is called the Nakba, right? That's when
Honey, I know.
had to get up.
I know. It's called seasoning an account. I got it, honey. But I'm past seasoning accounts. There's no reason. Because with Anon, you can mass live stream rooms. I've already set up recording studios. I've stopped doing it for momentarily because it's a lot of work. But basically, honey, you're spinning your wheels because technically people are just patterns, and nobody on this app has ever changed their pattern, which you would have to read a book to change your pattern here. And so people are just ruthless. What is it? Sadomasochists? Yeah. They're just ruthless sadists who are unwilling to do any type of education. I'm trying to learn here. You're interrupting me. You know how much wasted communication there is on Clown House? It's crazy. You're interrupting me. I'd like to get my point out. You're stopping me from getting my point out. It's just so crazy, all the wasted words we use. Ooh, I didn't mean to follow. I don't want to follow that guy. See, when you're talking about seasoning an account, Instagram is kind of the same thing, because if you go overboard in using Instagram, they will just delete your account. You'll never get it back again. So you have to delicately post, like 3 posts here, 3 posts there. You know, don't go crazy on the clicking like I'm doing right now. So I created a ton of new Sora videos, and Sora is shutting down. I really wanted to create even more today, but I think that'll probably be on my to-do list coming up shortly. Okay, so I have found that using Suno is a great filler for time, because if I want to create all the time, I have to find content to do that with. But because Clubhouse is so toxic and so stupid, and there's so much toxic word usage on there, that I'm constantly getting hate speech notifications on YouTube, and it's like threatening some accounts that now have multiple community guideline strikes because of things that people on this app say. Because people aren't reading poetry, let's be honest. People are disseminating very toxic, hateful, bigoted, wasteful words, which are not helping in any way whatsoever. If they actually believed that the opposite of what they say is what they want, they wouldn't be saying what they're saying. They would be saying the opposite of what they're saying, which is they would have to be interested in meditation and peace, and how to achieve that. Like, if you look up Maharishi and the Transcendental Meditation course, that would be one way that you could do some type of alternative content, which could bring you contentment. But they'd have to make that choice, and they never will. So we're here to do the heavy lifting for the people who refuse to behave like grown men, and they just want to sit at the children's table all the time and throw food around the kitchen. But I'm not going to clean it up. That's not my job. But I will be an educator. And if you want to drink from my well, all you got to do is take your big camel face and stick it in a bucket and drink. That's it. You got to become a camel. So without further ado, yes, we are live on YouTube, live on TikTok, live on Clownhouse, live on X, live on Instagram. We're live everywhere on multiple platforms. I'm looking at 30 different cell phones on tripods. Go to ChicagoMayorVote.com right now. And now I will give you a brief musical intermission as we take a break from the first 2 hours and 20 minutes of our morning podcast seminar. This is the John Kitover Band. I hope you enjoy. These are staff picks. Let's just do a quick sample. Here we go.
Got a pocket full of baby, and a heart that feels brand new. Yesterday's a little crazy, I'll be smiling right on through. Got a pocket full of baby, and a heart that feels brand new. Yesterday's a little crazy, I'll be smiling.
See, the thing is, when you play other people's music from Suno, sometimes they are copyrighted, because there is like this universal copyright database. And if some of these people publish their music, well, then I can't technically play it. So, but this is the best of V5. This is called After Midnight Moves.
You walk in like the DJ hit a switch, slow spin. Every head just starts to dim, goes red. Catching colors from the booth, my name. On your lips like something new. You hold me close about a God. Come in, say I don't usually even bother. But tonight you want a problem. I can be your favorite problem. You got me doing the midnight moves, yeah, right here in the center of the room. Hands on your waist, heart in the chase, body to body. I'm losing my cool. You got me doing the midnight moves, feeling like I'm stuck.
Okay, we got a new groove on the way for the campaign. Rubono Shalom, it's very exciting. We're going to try to create even more music for the campaign today. We did Babyface, but we are looking for best of V5. Let's
Nothing has changed, but everything has changed. I still can't stay in the light, but it feels strange. And I love the taste of cheap champagne on the couch, eating sushi while it rains. And I know that it's all temporary. Now I wanna feel sensory.
Okay, this is a new John Kitover band song for the campaign. Here we go. It's called Midnight Vote Moves.
You log in from your pocket, ready to say I don't usually even talk it. But you want an option, it could be your better option. You got me doing it the midnight moves, yeah, right here. On the screen inside my room, click on his name, got me doing it the midnight moves, having like a stuck on the truth. If this is the moment, I don't want to blow it. Only these after midnight moves for you. Real talk, got the Texas on my mind. Scroll line, chunk it over, it's your time. We have the chaos in the mix. One vote for a city we can fix. You let us message for the drama, slow reels, but we can heat up every dollar. Said tonight you want an option, it could be your better option. You got me doing it at the midnight moves. Oh yeah, right here on the screen inside my room. Let's sleep, ready for changes. I swear I like it all, I'm just doing backflips anyway. Folks keep letting me down.
Okay, so we are remixing Best of V5. This is Watermelon Rainbows. This was a fun one yesterday. It's amazing that you can remix or reuse and basically take somebody's top song and like make it your own, which is pretty amazing, which reconverts the copyright to you because you did enough modifications, or there is no copyright. It's hard to understand. There just is no copyright when you reuse it.
I walk in like I own the place, but my eyes are on the stakes. I'm dreaming about a city where the streets don't bend and break. Just keep weighing you down, like you're hauling something heavy. You're not asking for a throne, you just want a path that's steady. You're not cold, you're just tired of leaders saying you'll be fine. You're not lost, you're just wired for brand new bottom line. Don't look too close,